I saw this story just a little bit ago as it relates to the head of, pull this up, Jamie Dimon, or Dimon, however you want to, I guess, say his name. So this guy, he's the CEO of JPMorgan Chase. And he was on a panel speaking Tuesday in Boston. And he made a joke, right? Actually, this was last week he made this joke. He made the joke, and he said that the Communist Party was celebrating its 100th year. So was JPMorgan. I'd make a bet that we last longer. Ha ha ha. And then he also said that he would be unable to make such a joke if he were in China because the officials there would see his comments. It was funny because it's true. It's funny because it's true, and I'm tired of pretending that it's not. So I thought it was funny, but then he decides to tuck his tail between his legs and go and crouch in the corner like a beaten animal. And he walked back his joke. It's not a joke. It's funny because it's sad funny. You know how like The Cure's happy sad? This is sad funny. So he says, here's his comment, here's his statement on it, because clearly the CCP went at him. He says, quote, "I truly regret my recent comment because it's never right to joke about or denigrate any group of people, whether it's a country, its leadership, or any part of society and culture. Speaking in that way can take away from the constructive and thoughtful dialogue in society, which is needed now more than ever. I was just trying to emphasize the strength and longevity of our company." JPMorgan Chase has $21 billion of exposure in China. And in August, it was the first non-Chinese bank to win approval from their government to fully own its securities business in the country. It was, according to Dimon's own words, quote, "one of the largest opportunities in the world." You have to retain favor with the Chinese government to do any kind of business there, especially banking. So what Mr. CEO of JPMorgan Chase is doing is covering his butt with money. First off, if you are too stupid to recognize, which I know he's not, he's a smart man, but he's conflating for the people who are too stupid. If you're too dumb to realize that criticizing the CCP isn't criticizing the Chinese who also live in fear under the CCP, then do us all a favor, never leave your home, ever, because your stupidity could be catching and we don't want your genetic material to spread. So just stay home. Do us all a favor. Just do a good deed. Secondly, if there is anything that deserves ridicule and condemnation and mockery and denigration, it is communism and the CCP. In fact, I think it's your duty to mock communism. It is your duty to mock an ideology championed by, once again, a reminder, a fat walking COVID comorbidity who smelled, he didn't wash, his wife hated him, his children committed suicide, he lived and grifted off of his friends, never worked a job in his life, never earned his own dollar ever a day in his life, according to his own mother, who lamented thus, "I wish Carl would go out and earn capital as much as he discusses it." That's an actual quote from his mother. And whose only positive contribution to this world, Karl Marx, was to serve the worms of the soil as a smorgasbord. Just your reminder.